Here, as I told you, we have another story, that is, I want to drive a car. Here, the main role is played by a small boy, that is, whose name is Mukesh. He is from Firozabad. Firozabad, as we know, is famous for glass bangles. And Mukesh and his family, or so many people like him, or generations have been engaged in this profession of bangle making. This boy, but here Mukesh has a different dream. Even though he is engaged in this task of making bangles, but still he has a dream. Is what he wants to drive a car. He wants to become a motor mechanic. The author, when he asking author Anis Jung asked him that you want to become a water mechanic, but how would you become? Then he says, what is he saying? That whether he knows to drive or not. Mukesh says that he doesn't know right now. When he becomes a mechanic, he would definitely learn it. But the writer thinks it's like a mirage. Mirage is like a dream, illusion. How can it be? Because they cannot dream anything other than making bangles. And after a cloudy atmosphere, or after before a storm is to come, how the whole atmosphere seems to be dull, full of mist. Okay? Similarly, this word that Mukesh wants to become a motor mechanic is also like the same dull dream what may or may not come true. Many generations, as I told you, are engaged in this task. Ages and ages have passed, and these people, the families of Mukesh, they feel that they cannot do anything else. One after grandparents and their children and all, they have to do. That is what they feel they would do, that is make bangles. This making bangles is not an easy task. Hardly they are able to see the outside world. They are always stuck up in the small room full of darkness. Hardly they are only the only light which enlightens the room, that is the candle or the small lamp underneath which they keep on continuously shoulder the pieces of glass to frame a proper bangle. And then it is very harmful, do not have any hygienic property, do not have the minimum requirement as we saw in the previous story of the rag pickers, okay, that hardly any facilities are there, but still they are engaged in this because they feel that they cannot do anything else other than this. They do not dream of it. And Mukesh comes across the writer, that is Anis Jung, and as I told you, they become very close to. So one fine morning, Mukesh takes him to their house. The house, the path or the way to go to Mukesh's house was very shabby, dirty, very among from the narrow lanes and so on. And finally, the author and Mukesh reaches to their house. The reaches to the author, see that a lady was cooking something, and on Mukesh then says that she was his elder brother's wife. On the other end, Mukesh's grandmother was also there, and the lady was trying to teach the other members, small children in the family, how to shoulder the glass pieces. And Mukesh's grandmother told that this is their profession, what they have to do, and this is the bangle making is their karma. It is their destiny. God has assigned them this duty of making bangles, and so they have to make these bangles. Nothing else can they think other than bangles. He found, author looked around the house, everywhere different colors, bangles were kept, glass pieces were kept, and all the family members were what are they doing? They were trying to join the glass pieces and they are engaged in bangle making. Then the author finds that hardly author can see anything in the house because it was very dark. And he was wondering how these people in this, so many people, family members are surviving. Okay, but what did he see? He now feels that maybe these people's eyes are adjusted with this dim light. They cannot think, and now if they are put in the fresh light, their eyes will be affected. Because since birth they are adjusted to this dim light and this task. And that is the reason at a very young age, boys like Mukesh and others lose their eyesight. A girl named Savita was seen there shouldering the pieces of glass. The author was wondering whether she knows even the sanctity, purity, holiness of these bangles, or just is she. And here the writer Anis Jung is trying to give a traditional touch or move or try to tell us about the importance of bangles in the life of an Indian woman. It is a sign of suhag what they feel. And this girl, whether she knows what is the meaning of it or what is the requirement of it. Mukesh's grandfather was seated at one of the corner, and as Anis Jung, the author, meets him, he seems to be very happy. He was a bit relaxed and says that I have succeeded. Who? The grandfather says. I have succeeded in assigning or teaching this profession of ours, that is bangle baking, to all my family members. And the other end, he was happy that at least he has succeeded in making a house for them. That is his happiness, what he would has given or achieved in his lifetime, and he would die peacefully after that. But the grandmother complains, the author, that she has not got anything till now, not enough food, and not her life is satisfied. Whatever she has got, she is not satisfied with. Seeing their condition, Anis Jung, the author, advises them, why not they leave this profession? Things have changed, time has changed. Why not they, even the older generation, whatever they have done, but why not they now advise or encourage the young generations to do something new? But then he said they cannot do. But still the author gives them a suggestion to this young generation. Why not they do something in an organized manner? Why don't they get organized into a cooperative? And this will help them to improve their condition. But these people say that they can't do so. Why? Because they are afraid of the lawmakers, the police, the politicians. And they are afraid if they go against them or they do something other than making bangles, they would be punished and put to jail. Listening to the story of these bangle makers, the author sees two different worlds before him. One, that of the family, which is caught in a web of bangles, web of poverty, web of traditional thoughts, okay? And they are burdened, or I would say overburdened, with the stigma of caste. That is, they belong to certain caste and they feel this caste can do this task only, and that is making bangles. This author feels that their birth in this caste is so, because of which they can do only this task, that is make bangles. The other world, what he sees, is a vicious circle. Vicious, the thing which keeps on moving round and round. And that is of the sahukars, the middleman, the policeman, lawmaker, politicians, and so on, who are responsible or who force them who? These people, to lead a life which they feel should they live, not what these people think that they should come out, even if they dream to come out of this hard life and see the world apart from this. But these saukars, politicians, never allow them to live this life. These two worlds have imposed a baggage, a burden on the child, and that is why he can't put those baggage or burden down. Before he is aware, he accepts it. Before the child comes to know what the world other than this is around him, the father or the elderly people dump this task, or they motivate them that they can do this task only and nothing else. They can't dream of anything else. So since childhood they've been trained or encouraged in these thoughts. The author feels very bad for this. He tries, he could do something, but he is helpless. Still, on the other hand, he tries to console. He wants to give a happy ending, or what to say? He wants to give a dreamlike ending to the story, and he feels that the reader's own end with sorrow or unhappiness, and that is why he says that at least he has come across Mukesh, who wants to at least have a dream which is different from these families or from the traditions what he has come across. And so he says, the author is asking him again that why do you want to drive a car and why not a plane? Hearing this thing, Mukesh doesn't say anything but keeps mum. This shows that he knows his level. What the dream, what he has entertained in him, that is to drive a car or become a motor mechanic is different from the family members. But then again, to go higher than that and to fly a plane, that is not beyond his limit. And so he doesn't say anything, but he keeps mum. Right? Whatever, everyone should dream within their limits, and that is, he sees that he wants to stay on his own level. He is on the land and car moves on the land. That is his limit. He doesn't want to cross. He leave the land or leave his own identity and fly a plane which is away from the land. And that is how the second story also gets over. Thank you.